Now the data which we've got, which is that, there were long queues, there were endless queues outside jewelry stores. We've been told that small towns, the retail engine which had slowed down this Diwali seems to be making a comeback. Now whether it is a consumer durable or a mobile manufacturer or a jewelry retailer or a fashion retailer, the trends for this Diwali according to estimates have been very strong. So has the tide turned? And are things looking up for the entire semi-urban market? Let's pose that question to Akash Agarwal, whole-time director at V2 Retail. Akash, good morning. Thank you for joining us. What's been the update for this Diwali season? I mean, the estimates what we are getting, all crazy numbers which are flying around. Is there an element of truth in that?
Hi, good morning. Yes, we have seen a very good uptake in the footfalls during the Durga Puja as well as the Diwali season. And in fact, we recorded our highest ever monthly sale in the month of October. And we've been seeing a steady double-digit same-store sales growth over the last 7 months. And we've seen it continue to Diwali. And we're expecting a good winter season as well because of an early onset of winter. So all in all, we have a very positive outlook on this quarter as well as going forward.
Relative sense, like what did well, what exceeded your expectations, what has been the industry trend per se, because the category which you represent, which is value retail, that in a sense is been a category which has been under intense pressure.
So I would say that we had implemented 8 to 10 new things and we focused a lot on product. So our offering is much better than what we had last year in terms of pricing and in terms of assortment. So we saw footfalls increase by more than 30% over the last 2 months, and we're seeing the same trend in the current month as well during Diwali. So it has been a good problem to have for us because the sales have exceeded our initial planning, and we're trying to fulfill the stock to the best we can.
What about the outlook on the tier 2 and 3 markets? How has that been performing? Is there some sort of a clear divide in terms of where the demand is really coming from, rural versus urban?
So most of our stores are present in tier 2 towns, and we have seen this growth across regions, whether it's the Northeast, whether it's UP, Bihar, West Bengal, and Jharkhand. So we haven't seen any particular region do much better than the other. So it has been an overall rise in footfalls and rise in consumer spending. So it has been really good Diwali and Durga Puja for us.
In terms of, let's say, which category has done well for you and for industry, we're just trying to understand the pulse here. That the numbers which we have are itna ton sona bika, itne kapde bike, itne jute bike. How much of that is reality?
So we deal mainly in apparel. So 92% of our business is apparel. And we do all the categories from women's, men's, and kids. So I think our women's category outdid the men's and kids category, but I would say all three categories saw a big jump, and overall family spending has increased. So I cannot say that particularly one category did much better than the other. So it has been an overall growth across categories and across regions.
Say that that's been exception for you this year, or that's been the industry-wide phenomenon?
I think we are doing better growth numbers than our competitors. And I think this year we will close our highest ever turnover in the history of the company. So we are looking to close this year at around 1100 crores. And I think our growth numbers are really good, and we aim to achieve similar numbers going forward.
Up in terms of the outlook in terms of which sectors are likely to perform and do well down the line?
So I think because of rising middle class income and people's aspirations also increasing, so I think we are in the best space you can be in, because it's a ballooning middle class, and we target the income group between household income between 10,000 rupees till 60,000 rupees. So I think we have seen a very good demand in that particular value segment, and we continue to focus in that segment, and that is why we are also planning to open around 15 more new stores by the end of this financial year. So the expansion will also continue, and we're getting a good same-store sales growth. So going forward, like I said, the outlook is very good.
Talk about 15 more stores by the end of this year. What about next year? And which are the geographies that you're opening up these stores in? Is there a geography that you're targeting right now?
So we are trying to focus on the geographies that we are already strong and present in, because that really helps us with having an established brand name. So we are very well established in Bihar, in UP, in Jharkhand, in Odisha. So these are the regions that we're focusing in. And talking about the number of stores that we want to open in the next financial year, I think we will open around 20 to 25 stores.
Akash, on that note, we let you go. Appreciate you making time and speaking with us. So that's the takeaway. Diwali has been quite robust when it comes to the retail sales in the hinterland of India. So good growth, 30% increase in the footfalls as well.